Okay, so there's been a lot of conversation on my For You page about how Studio Pierrot, like the people who wrote, or sorry, not wrote, but like produced the anime for Naruto, as well as Bleach, by the way, kind of did Sakura extremely dirty. They added in all these extra scenes where Sakura would be disrespecting Naruto or hating on Naruto or, just kind of like judging him when in the manga she was actually like worried about him and concerned. And I think, yes, it did make Sakura come out like looking worse, but I feel like like Sakura being bitchy towards Naruto was not the main reason that people did not like Sakura. Like, I feel like people are trying to blame all the Sakura hate on Studio Pierrot. And then the other thing is, I feel like the changes actually kind of served the story a bit. Now, I haven't actually read the manga, so I'm not saying it's better than the manga. The changes made it this elevated the story better than the source material, but I'm saying like I understand where they're coming from. So to the first point about the Sakura hate and how these changes are not the main source of the hate, ultimately the biggest thing with Sakura is just that she feels useless a lot of the time, or she just never matches Naruto and Sasuke. She often like her character reaches like a really big peak at the start of Shippuden, and then I feel like she doesn't really get another big moment just for herself for like basically the entire show. She's obsessed with Sasuke, fails to be able to kill Sasuke. Like, it's the core plot of the story underutilizing Sakura that is the fundamental issue with her character and her arc. It's really not that she occasionally says bitchy things to Naruto. And then in terms of the story as a whole, I think this is a story about a kid who in theory should have been had the work ethic, had the passion, was a kind person, but was treated like he was like a miscreant and like he was garbage, like he was outcast, he was lonely. This is a story about him proving everyone wrong in his own community, right? So if we had a story where the people in his community were just treating him well the entire time, it would undercut his narrative because his narrative is about proving the haters wrong and winning them over to his side, right? And so I think it's good that even the people who are supposed to be his friends, like Sakura, would occasionally like judge or hate on him or whatever and like be like mean and bitchy towards him, because that further shows his narrative and it makes him more resilient as a character. And it shows one of the best things about Naruto's character is you can do terrible things to him and he can still come to grow and forgive you and still want the best for you and still want to fight for you. And that's kind of like his ninja way. That's what kind of makes him a great person to be a Hokage and pull out that talk no jutsu, is his kindness and his resilience. And I think him coming to forgive Sakura, like ironically, the more bitchy they make Sakura out to be and the more Naruto wins her over